Yay, you, all of you. You know, I just came from a political convention of one of our three great parties in this country. In fact, my friend Rich Garceau is sitting here. She just finished her term as the national vice president of one of these three great parties. And I tell you all that if that party had had the dignity and the comportment and the organization of all of you here, it would not be out of government. So yay, all of you. You're not going to be necessarily comforted by these words, but you will be challenged by these words. Each of you here is privileged, and I don't mean that in the sense that all of you here have a check from Daddy to make your lives at university easy. Many of you work. But each of you here, through the people that you will meet, through the commitments that you have made, through the knowledge that you have absorbed, will have a responsibility. You too belong in that group, of whom it has been said, to those to whom much is given, from them much is expected. One thing that will be expected from all of you when you go to the four corners of the world is that you stand for what's true. Is that you don't balance interests, you challenge interests. Is that if you understand one fundamental idea, it is not to fall in love with the current PR. The theme of your conference is information, the new currency of international relations. You know, international relations is not a science. Yes, I went through it too. It's not. They're wrong. International relations is an art, and it is the art of the management of people. The recognition of which aspirations are noble and which are not. The ability to bring together diverse groups and explain to them what is possible and what should not even be considered. And more than anything, regardless of what price you may pay in terms of career or advancement, the responsibility of speaking truth to power. Never think for a moment, never have that wonderful thought that comes across all our minds of anybody who's in public affairs, and you are all in public affairs, that it's okay when I get into power, I'll make a difference. You won't, because compromise starts there, and you are worth much less than when you started. You make a difference going in. The idea that we exist and our public efforts exist for the protection of the weakest. For those societies who respected the rights of the individual, ipso facto respected the rights of every collective. Those societies who impose the rights of the collective in the name of some greater good on each individual ended up in slaughter. Because one collective could have a wonderful, cherished dream of brotherhood. The other guy's collective is gassing 300,000 Kurds in northern Iraq. And the world stays silent because the Kurds didn't have oil. The Kurds didn't have a nation that they'd been promised since the Treaty of Versailles. That whatever you consider the new currency of international relations to be, it must never be a check drawn on the moral capital of mankind that is returned from insufficient funds. Your challenge, your responsibility, wherever you go, in the four corners of this world, is to make a new alliance, conscience and character and courage, so that the words that have kept man's best hopes alive from John Locke to John Humphrey are never forgotten and are never lost in the greed and the narrow circumstances of today. Thank you very much.